Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping into something epic, really foundational. We're tackling a story from ancient Persia, from Ferdowsi's Shahnameh.
That's right, the Book of Kings. And we're zeroing in on a fantastic battle, Rostam versus Akwan Div.
It's this amazing tale. You've got Rostam, Iran's greatest hero, like the ultimate champion.
Absolutely. But he's up against, well, not just muscle, but a magical trickster demon.
And that's our mission for this deep dive.
Yeah.
How does the strongest man alive deal with an enemy who fights with word games, with cunning? How does he get back this stolen royal herd?
It's fascinating because, if you want the quick takeaway, Rostam is famous for his strength, his mace that shakes mountains, literally.
Yeah.
But he gets taken down, initially at least, by a riddle. His real victory here is about thinking tactically, adapting to these, well, demonic rules. It's about wit winning out.
A perfect example of brains over brawn, even when the brawn belongs to Rostam.
Precisely. It shows the limits of just hitting things, even for the greatest hero.
Okay, so let's set the scene. It starts, as these things sometimes do, with a bit of royal arrogance, doesn't it?
It really does. We have King Kavis on the throne, proud ruler, maybe a little too proud.
And he has this incredible royal herd, thousands of amazing horses grazing peacefully.
His prized steeds, yeah, and these beautiful emerald meadows, but then, poof, they vanish.
Just gone, overnight.
Completely, and it's clear pretty quickly this isn't your average horse theft.
No, the spies point the finger at Akwan Div. We should probably pause on that name. What is a div in this context?
Good point. A div isn't just a generic monster. It's a specific kind of Persian demon, a malevolent spirit, often supernatural, often very cunning.
And this one, Akwan Div, sounds terrifying physically, too.
Oh, absolutely. The sources describe him as, huge, colossal, body of a bull, humanoid torso, sharp horns.
Oh, very red eyes.
Very red eyes, exactly. And he didn't just herd the horses away. He magically spirited them off up into the Alborz Mountains, this really forbidding high range.
So Kavis is stuck. This is beyond normal means. He needs a hero.
He needs the hero. He sends out an urgent call for Rostam, the white-haired champion. His name alone is supposed to make mountains tremble.
The ultimate problem solver.
Right. So Rostam gears up, gets his famous horse, Rash, grabs that massive mace of his.
Ready for a fight.
Totally ready for a fight. But the fight he gets isn't the one he expects. That mace isn't going to help him much against what's coming.
So Rostam tracks the herd, finds them up in the mountains, and then Akwan Div shows up.
Yeah, emerges roaring. A thunderous voice, the text says. Rostam braces for impact, a physical clash.
But the demon doesn't charge.
No, that's the first twist. Akwan ignores the challenge, just sort of swoops in and grabs Rostam.
Grabs Rostam, the strongest man.
Effortlessly holds him like a feather, high up in the air. It's a total power move, but not physical strength in the way Rostam understands it.
Okay, that's humiliating for the champion.
Completely. And then comes the trick. The core of the story, really. Akwan asks him this bizarre question.
This is the famous choice, right?
That's the one. Akwan says, Rostam, if I were going to kill you now, where would you prefer I throw you? Into the sea or onto the mountains?
Wow. Okay. Why offer a choice? What's the catch?
That's the absolute key. Rostam needs to figure this out, right now. There's a rule here, a fundamental rule about this kind of div.
Which is?
They have to act in reverse. Whatever you ask for, they are magically compelled to do the opposite. It's their nature, this inversion.
Okay, so it's a magical law governing the interaction. Rostam, who's usually pretty smart.
He is, but maybe the shock, or maybe just miscalculating the reversal. He tries to be clever. He thinks, okay, mountains might be survivable. Walks, cliffs, maybe better than drowning, so he says.
Into the mountains.
Yeah, he asks for the mountains, likely hoping, maybe subconsciously, for the sea, or just thinking mountains are better. But he's still playing the demon's game, reacting to the choice given.
And
Akwan just laughs, finds it hilarious, soars up even higher.
And does the opposite.
And flings Rostam straight into the freezing Caspian Sea.
Ouch. So, total failure on the first try.
Utter failure. Humiliated, soaked, nearly drowned. But, and this is crucial, he survives. He's Rostam, after all. He swims ashore powerfully.
But he learned something vital, didn't he?
He learned everything. He now knows the rule. He experienced the demon's reverse logic firsthand. The text basically says the demon's trick became Rostam's trap. He has the key now.
So he doesn't just give up. He gets back to shore, presumably furious.
Oh, absolutely incandescent with rage. He heads back, finds Akwan Div again, this time catching the demon asleep, still guarding the herd.
And this time, no talking.
No talking. Rostam goes straight for the kill. He brings down his mace with all his strength, a blow that should shatter anything.
But Akwan isn't just anything.
Exactly. He's a div. The blow wakes him up, roaring, "Another trick!" He's injured, maybe, but far from destroyed.
So now the physical fight actually happens.
Now it happens, and it's brutal. Akwan charges with those horns. Rostam swings his mace. It's messy, close quarters.
Doesn't his horse Raksh get involved too?
Yes, good point. Raksh is amazing here. Sees his master in trouble and jumps in, actually bites the demon's flank, trying to help.
Even with a horse helping, it's tough.
Incredibly tough. And despite everything, Akwan manages to grab Rostam again.
Oh no, back up in the air.
Back up in the air, soaring skyward. But this time feels different. Rostam isn't just reacting now, he's thinking. He's applying the lesson.
He knows the rule, the reverse rule.
He knows the rule. The demon must do the opposite. So how do you get the demon to throw you where you actually want to be?
You ask for the thing you don't want, the thing that hurt you before.
Precisely. So Rostam, remembering the icy plunge, shouts up at the demon, "Hurl me onto the mountains."
The very thing he asked for last time that led to the sea.
Exactly. It's brilliant psychological warfare based on this one magical rule. The demon, down by this inverse logic, may be confused by Rostam apparently wanting the rock.
He obeys. He does the opposite of the last outcome.
He does. He throws Rostam down onto the rocky cliffs, which is exactly where Rostam needs to be to fight properly, on solid ground.
And Rostam lands ready.
Instantly ready, lands on his feet, grabs his dagger before Akwan can react, and just pins the demon down, completely disables him.
Akwan must realize it's over then.
He does. He starts begging for mercy. "Spare me." You know, the desperate plea.
But Rostam's had enough of tricks.
Absolutely zero tolerance left. He just says flatly, "Demon, your tricks are over." Then the mace comes down again. This time, it's final. Crushing blow. Reduces Akwan Div into dust. The strategic victory is complete.
And the herd.
Freed. Rostam gathers them all up.
And drives them back to King Kekavis.
Yeah.
How does the king react?
Well, the source says he's genuinely humbled by his pride. Seeing Rostam return, having overcome this magical menace, he showers the champion with praise, maybe learned a little something himself.
So pulling it all together, what's the big takeaway from this story?
I mean, it's a powerful statement from the Shahnameh. Rostam's incredible strength is famous, obviously, but it wasn't enough on its own here.
Right, the mace didn't work the first time.
Exactly. His victory came from knowledge understanding that reverse rule and cunning. Applying that knowledge under incredible pressure. It's strength plus strategy.
So it really emphasizes critical thinking, especially when things go wrong.
Definitely. He didn't just get angry after being thrown in the sea. He analyzed why it happened. He used that failure as data. He didn't repeat the mistake. He reversed his approach based on the demon's predictable yet bizarre logic.
He turned the demon's own nature against it.
Perfectly put. And Akwan Div becomes this cautionary tale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Powerful, magical, but ultimately defeated because he was trapped by his own rigid, inverted nature. Rostam learned the rules of the game. Akwan couldn't escape them.
Okay, so let's recap the key points for everyone listening. We saw Akwan Div, this bull-bodied demon, not just a brood, but a trickster.
And the crucial rule, this Div acts in reverse. What you ask for is what you don't get.
And we saw Rostam fail, learn, and then use that exact rule, that verbal trap, to win decisively, turning the sea into the mountains, essentially.
So, thinking about what this means for you, the listener, this story kind of highlights that sometimes the key to winning isn't just being stronger or faster. It's about understanding the specific, maybe weird rules of the situation you're in.
And exploiting them.
Forcing your opponent or the problem itself to operate according to its own self-defeating logic. It's about smarts, not just strength.
Okay, a great lesson. We'll leave you with a final thought, something the source itself kind of nudges us towards. Rostam showed no mercy at the end. Akwan begged. Rostam refused.
Yeah, it raises the question, was slaying the demon absolutely necessary, or should mercy have been considered, even for a creature like that?
If Akwan begged you for his life, knowing his nature, what would you do? Something to chew on until our next deep dive.